Hi everyone, welcome back to Nature's BS for another week with myself, Kat, and Andy. All three of us are back this week. Hope everyone's had a lovely week wherever you are. So you've got Pookie and Berda Chris. How are you all doing? Yeah, back again for another lovely, chill nature chat stream this evening. How you both doing?
Yeah, good.
Good. I'm enjoying the spring. My mood up here. It's been
Yeah.
skyrocket this week. Any opportunity, I'm going outside. I'm not even driving to the shop. I'm walking to the shop. It's just it's just so nice.
If it wasn't so far
Bit
away,
of
I'd be
sunshine.
cycling to work. I can tell you that now. But it's over 20 miles, so it's not happening.
It might be kind of hard with all your garden kit as well
I
on
would
a
just leave. I
bike.
would just leave it in the garage at work. I don't. I just turn around and say, "Can I leave this here? I'm cycling now," and they'd say yes, and
Yeah.
I'd just cycle to and from work. But it'd
Well, how
probably
long would it take you?
an hour and a half,
It's a bit
and it's
quite. It's
really,
quite
really,
way.
really busy roads as well.
Oh, that's
Es-
never
es-
fun.
It's dual
Especially on
carriageways and
work
stuff like
time.
that. So
Dual carriageways? You
yeah,
can't bike on a dual carriageway,
exactly.
can you?
Exactly. I'd have to find side roads and stuff and use cycle lanes. Hey, I'm impeccable.
Oh,
Yeah.
hello.
So, but there we go. And other than
Yeah.
having a vampire attached to my
Hmm.
leg today, I've had a good week. So
Oh yeah.
Who needs
First tick.
context?
yeah, I had a tick, uh, feeding on me today. A little parasite, only doing what it's designed to do. But yeah, and no, I
Hmm.
didn't take a picture so we could have it for our species count because
No tick pick.
no tick pick.
Tick pick. No tick pick. Come on.
I was more concerned about getting it off than taking a picture of it.
That's probably the best way
Did you
around, yeah.
use the hook?
Oh, we did
Like
have a
it's like
tick
a
pick
hook.
already. You're right, Pookie. We do have a
Oh,
tick pick
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
already.
Two
Uh,
tick picks.
It is early for ticks, isn't it?
it is very early for ticks.
I guess
Maybe it'll be
spring
by
does
June.
feel quite early this year
I
Mm.
don't
compared to
know.
other
It's
years.
it's been like this the last few years, and it's definitely it's. I think what makes it feel early is because last week was so cold, and now this week is warm.
Was it
Hmm.
cold?
Yeah, it was. It was really cold last week.
I don't even remember last week. No,
Can't
last
remember
Saturday
last
it
week
was
that much.
nice.
Yeah.
Last Saturday was lovely, yeah. But
Yeah.
but but last week, like this time last week, it was cold, and now it's warm.
Mm.
So
I just feel like
Hmm.
everything, obviously, this is a given, wakes up so much. Like, I'm just seeing so much more, hearing so much more. Birds are waking me up in the
yeah,
morning.
I
Well, they're not
get
waking
I
me up,
get
my
out of
alarm's waking me
bed. I
up.
get out of bed at 6 a.m. and the sun's up, or it's daylight. It looks light outside. Like I
Oh.
open the bedroom door, and it's just a flood. I don't have to turn the landing light on to get move around. It's just nice and sunny. I'm like, oh, this is great.
Hmm.
And I
But
get
is it?
home. I get home, and I can still go out in the garden and see.
Yeah, yeah. Is it, when do the clocks go back, forward?
Spring
Um,
forward. So it's spring forward, fall
oh.
back.
And that is
Ah, okay.
at the end of this month?
I think it's a
I
few
believe
weeks.
so, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
You're right, impeccable. It's lovely having more
It is
light throughout
nice.
the day. And just think, the days are getting longer and longer and longer. So soon, I might be able to do
Hmm.
a stream outside.
Mm, a garden stream
A
again.
That'd be
garden
good.
stream. We tried last
Garden
year and
stream.
failed miserably because it rained.
Tried.
Tried and failed. But this year I'm
Return of
hoping
the
to get I'm
Vengeance.
hoping to get it done. But more in my garden shortly. I've got more videos from my garden later.
Ooh.
Oh, exciting.
There we go. Right. shall we move on to our first? Oh, Barnacle, I'm throwing these in last minute. We'll get a proper ID for these soon. Oh, she says. We'll check them
Strain on
out
the Discord.
shortly. We'll check them out shortly. Cool. Right. Anyway, shall we move on to the awesomeness that we've all been seeing in the last week, and in your case, Kat, 2 weeks?
Mm.
We should do
Who wants
yours
to go
first, then,
first?
Kat. I think Kat should go
Okay.
first.
I'll go first. I wanted to. What have I uploaded? I obviously all about spring. I took a video when I was like standing in like loads of scrub and I could just hear loads and loads of birds, and I hope that this video picks up all the birds I was hearing.
I will say you have to listen very, very carefully, folks. You can hear it, but
Okay, I'm gonna try and listen as well.
do listen hard, okay?
Okay, so I'm not sure that you can hear anything. On my
I
phone
can
you
just about hear some.
I could definitely hear birds when I listen to it on my computer. Hey,
you're
Barnacle.
gonna
Uh,
have to trust me. Loads of birds.
yeah.
I know that
It
feeling
would
of
be
just
like it would be like a soundscape, you know, that you kind of like
like, oh my
zen
gosh,
out
it's
to.
so loud.
Oh, there you go, Barnacle Bum. I hear peep, 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 peep,
Definitely heard some, says impeccable. There you go.
peep.
I can hear them if
There
you
you go,
have
everyone's hearing them.
FFZ and the audio compressor on.
You have to be a detective to work out the birds in that video.
It doesn't
Technically,
matter.
they are
We
there.
know there's birds.
My next one was a gold crest, and this actually isn't my picture, but it's my partner's picture, and he rescued a gold crest off the floor that was in the road,
No.
and he obviously
Oh,
got
no.
quite a good picture of it. And for anyone that was worrying about the gold crest, he is fine. He
No.
got placed and apparently then flew off, so I think he was just a bit stunned, but they are gorgeous.
No.
UK's smallest bird,
So
along with the
tiny.
firecrest.
Yeah.
I had the same experience.
So small.
I think was it last year or the year before? Had the same experience where one flew into the
I think it was
window at
last year because I
Sherwood,
remember.
and
Yeah.
like the couple who were sat at the table were like, oh my god, a bird's just flown into the window. And I went out, and it's obviously a tiny little goldcrest, and I picked it up, and it was very dazed, and then took it over to a safe space and put it down, and I got a pretty cool picture on my phone of it, just like this. It's so lovely.
Yeah, I remember you talking about
Yeah.
this. It must have been around a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's like time of year,
It does
they're
have a
kind of
very.
waking up a bit.
They are.
It's getting excited about spring.
I do believe they're migrants
Too
as well.
excited.
I do think some migrate over to the UK in spring. Like some hang around, but I do
Hmm.
feel that some migrate over in spring. Like I haven't seen one.
I think
I
some
haven't
of it's like
seen one all
robins.
winter in my garden, and then I saw one at the weekend. So
Okay.
I'm not sure. But I love their little mohawk. It's very
Mhm.
cool. They'd be like a punk
It's good.
rocker.
yeah.
But as Barnacle does say, it has a very flat head.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if it flew into something that flattened it
Yeah.
out.
The gold crest is okay though, guys.
That's
Probably
great
just had a
news.
little bump. Um,
Good news.
Next one, got a muntjac, which I've been seeing loads of, but they're a bit of a bugger to get a picture of. But this one was quite nice because it was by the river. And muntjac, controversial, you know, love it or hate it. They are very sweet though.
They are.
And I didn't actually know that there were two species of muntjac that were introduced. So they were actually introduced very close to me. So in Woburn in Bedfordshire, which is like half an hour from me. So we have loads of muntjac and loads of Chinese water deer. But yeah, there were two species of muntjac originally released into the UK, but the one that kind of established is the Reeves muntjac. And there are 7 species of muntjac in the world. So obviously they come from like Asia, Eurasia kind of area. But kind of sweet. My conservation head is like, no, they're not sweet. They're very destructive. But then
But the eyes.
it's the eyes. Like I agree with culling them. Very much do agree with that. But yeah, it's the eyes. Oh, Wikipedia says 14 species. So I've got from a Wildlife Trust website, at least 7 species of muntjac are known from Pakistan to Java and China. So, but Wikipedia.
Oh.
Wikipedia says 14.
Yeah, Wikipedia says 40. That's double.
It does
There's a
say
lot
at
like
least 7.
True.
So it's not wrong.
It's not technically wrong. And my last one is brimstone. I've been seeing brimstone butterflies everywhere recently. This past week, I've seen so many, and they're all very energetic. So I've got a very bad video of one trying because it just would not settle. I was there for about 5 minutes, and I was thinking, I've got to leave this now. It's too active. But these are just the first sign of spring.
So
And they're so
beautiful.
vibrant. And yeah, this is the first. But you know what? This is the first butterfly I've seen this year.
Same.
I think, yeah, I think it is. I think red admirals people have seen as well, but
Well,
this for me is.
Pookie's got a picture of a brimstone and a comma, and he says he's at 3, so we don't know what the third one is yet. But a comma, a brimstone. I'd love to know what the third is, Pookie.
Yeah,
I've only seen a brimstone, and I saw it this week. Ooh, a peacock. Lovely.
Nice.
I haven't actually seen any up here in North Wales yet, but I do know someone who saw a peacock. I think it was at the weekend, or at least early in the week. But I'm looking forward to seeing my first butterflies. Many bees, plenty of bees, but
Lots of bees, yeah.
no butterflies yet.
Yeah. I thought I'd do my species focus on the brimstone butterfly as well. It would be a shame not to. And this is a photo I took maybe 2 years ago, but it's a great photo of one. You can really see kind of the leafy veins on it.
It's nice.
It's a stunning butterfly. Obviously, this is the male, which you'll go into more detail of in a second, I'm sure. Sorry.
That's right. So the adults are medium-large butterflies with veined leaf-shaped wings. The females have a very pale, almost white, yellow-green wings, and males have a brighter yellow-green wings. Both have a small orange spot on each wing, which you can see very clearly from this picture. And yeah, like Andy said, the females are just a lot whiter than this. The adults feed on nectar, and they prefer to drink from purple flowers, and bluebells are important. They're an important early nectar source. The caterpillars feed on leaves of buckthorn and alder buckthorn. The brimstone is long-lived compared to other butterflies. It can live for up to a year in its adult form. The adults travel to mate in the spring, and fertilized eggs are laid on the underside of buckthorn leaves. Once hatched, the caterpillar goes through several instars, which is development stages, before pupation over the summer. The adults then emerge and feed until early autumn, when they begin to hibernate. This is a time where they're completely inactive before emerging to mate in the spring. So brimstones have spread in recent years and are now found throughout much of England and Wales. You can look for them in gardens or woodlands, particularly early in the year before other butterflies have emerged. Brimstones are often cited as one of the first butterflies of the year because adults hibernate over winter in woodlands and emerge on warm spring days. New adults emerge from their chrysalis in July and live for a year. You can look for them flitting through gardens along woodland rides or down in the bushes. The brimstone butterfly is not a species of conservation concern, and its population has spread in northern England. And an interesting fact about the brimstone butterfly is that it's thought that the bright yellow colour of the male's brimstone wings inspired the name butterfly. So,
Because the same colour as butter.
that named all butterflies.
That's very cool.
Is it like the
I like
OG
that.
of
Really nice.
butterflies?
Well, Pookie said it's called lemon butterflies in Dutch. And Barnacle was getting lemon butter. Yum.
Does look like lemon butter.
Chris says he's seen a
Yum.
small tortoiseshell at work today. Amazing.
Ah,
That's a beautiful
nice.
butterfly as well. And Nathan's here. Hi,
Oh,
Nathan.
jealous.
Hi, Nathan.
And I actually tried to, find like the oldest brimstone butterfly. I was just thinking, like, is there a really old one? But couldn't find anything on it.
If the adults live for about a year, then
Like a straggly
Year and 9
brimstone
months.
butterfly.
No, like
it's
9 months.
holding on.
Yeah.
You know,
Holding on.
he's like he's yellow and he's got grey edges to his wings.
Yeah, and the
Blown
veins.
to southern Europe for the winter.
Yeah. Veins are all like wrinkly on its wing.
Saying to the younger butterflies, I remember my days when there was buckthorn everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. Now there's none.
I'm really curious about the purple flower favouring of them. I wonder if it's just there's more purple flowers in spring, but there's like a huge variety of colours. I'm curious why purple flowers. Oh, that's very
Yeah, like you said, maybe it's the spring and then you get a lot of bluebells. I don't know. And like I guess like buddleia, butterflies love buddleia, and that's like purple as well. So maybe it's just like an attractive.
It might be the
Colour
colour
for
that the
them.
plant gives off as well, because like do purple tastes better, says Barnacle. There's been some, and I don't know what like those flowers look like under like UV light, but like do butterflies see it in ultraviolet instead, and then that's why they're attracted.
Yeah, the purple tastes better, grape flavored. Ribena. True. There's a lot of like delicious drinks that are purple, so maybe it's like kind of the same thing.
inspired by nature.
Blueberries. Num 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 num. Can't wait for my blueberry bushes this year.
That sounds nice.
I love blueberries.
Oh, Barnacle was saying that D. I don't pronounce the second bit. D like sounds like.
Jalen J.
Oh, Jalen J. Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. Jalen J. Butterfly.
Jalen J.
Gallet. Appearance produced by shaking a burning stick to and fro or by whirling it around. That's very nice.
Cool. That's awesome, Kat. Fantastic find.
That's mine. It's just nice spring finds. Everything is, coming out, and it's nice.
Renegade Official, thank you for the follow.
Thank you, Renegade.
Yeah.
Great name.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Impeccable. Drum
What
roll.
you guys do.
Cool. Right. You or me next, Nick? Who's going next?
Do you want to go next?
I'll go next. I'm happy to go next.
You go for it.
Cool. So you might remember last week I was talking about what I was going to do at the weekend, and I had two things I was going to go away and do. I was going to go away and see how many different woodpeckers I could see at Sherwood. Guess how many woodpeckers I saw at Sherwood? It can either be
It wants to be
0,
three.
1, 2, or 3. Which one?
Two.
I'm gonna-
Two.
Optimistic.
Two.
You can say 3.
So Barnacle said 1, Nathan said 3, Pookie said 1, Bird Chris said none, Barnacle said 16. Well, Bird Chris is correct. I saw no woodpeckers.
No.
What was really amusing...
See,
Oh,
when you want to see them.
Yeah, so beautiful morning. It was a little bit chilly. Beautiful morning on Sunday, and I went there and walked straight to where the major oak is. That's normally around the area where you'll hear the lessers. Didn't hear a great spotted, didn't hear a green, and I didn't hear a lesser. Stood there chatting to some other birders. One of them I know really well. His name's Peter. And he was like, it was here yesterday, great shots of it yesterday, great views of it yesterday. It was here on Friday, great views of it on Friday. This is the route that it's taking, because he follows it around the forest. And he's like, here's an image of it yesterday, here's a video of it yesterday, show me on his camera. And he goes, today I've been here since 7. I got there just the back of 8. I've been here since before 7. Not a peep, nothing. He goes, I haven't even heard a great. And I was like, wow.
Oh, no.
So I then went off further and I heard a great spotted but didn't see it, and I heard a couple of greens but didn't see them. I went looking for woodlark, didn't see any woodlark, but what I did get was...
Oh, there we go. It's not all bad news.
It's not all bad news.
It's a silver lining.
I did get some great views of some fantastic birds. Could just tell from the tone of Andy's voice as Bird Chris. Even any Andy picks worth. No, sorry, Barnacle. No Andy picks. But I did get...
You could have tried one and made us spot nothing.
Spot nothing. I'll try that next time. I did get this lovely little yellow hammer.
Oh.
That's really nice.
So this was up on the Budbee Reserve when I went looking for woodlark. Beautiful little yellow hammer. I love these birds. I think they're so sweet. And this was just sat.
Gorgeous.
This is just sat in this little tree, happily looking around. Wasn't singing or anything. It was just like do 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 do. It's great. So yeah. So carried on my walk around Budbee, and then I spotted something else in another tree, and it's new for our species list.
Ooh.
And it's a linnet.
Oh, that's nice.
Got some lovely little linnets.
Oh, great bird.
So I was quite happy with that. Oh darn, I saw a linnet today, says Nathan. You've beaten me on a couple of first sightings, Nathan. I've got to get one in somewhere.
Yeah, you had a good weekend, Nathan.
You did. We'll be coming to that very, very soon, I'm sure, as we go through all the pictures from Discord. You got a photo of a water pipit too. Oh, I really need to start perusing this list. You do, Birder Chris, you do.
Peruse the spreadsheet.
Pookie says they were here, but I missed them. Oh no, Pookie. I love linnets. I think they're gorgeous little birds as well. Often overlooked, but lovely little things. So I got another great sighting of another bird, but I'm not going to do that one right now. I'm gonna come to that in a minute. But then on Friday, when we're doing our gaming stream, Nick, I also said there was another bird I was going to go try and see. Can you remember what it was?
Oh, I remember the woodpeckers. That was woodlark.
So there's something in Nottinghamshire that's only had 3 or 4 ever recordings, ever.
Oh, no.
Starts with a D. It's from down south. Little songbird.
Oh, Dartford Warbler.
That's it, Dartford Warbler. Do we think I saw a Dartford Warbler? Because I went looking. What do you think the chances are that I saw a Dartford Warbler?
No.
Nathan says yes.
I can't tell. I want to say yes. It's going to be low chance.
I had
but I want
absolutely.
it to be yes.
You heard one for sure. So saw one. Okay, Andy, pick of one. Please, says Barnacle. So I got there just after midday.
Manifesting.
Car parks were full, side streets were full. I found a space somewhere and I wandered
Really?
25 minutes to the spot. Bumped into a lot of birders, and they turned around to me and went, "It likes this area, but it hasn't been seen since 8:30."
Oh.
And I was there for a good few hours waiting, and I didn't see it.
No.
Didn't even hear
Oh,
it.
bummer.
Didn't even hear it. Such a shame. And there hasn't been any. I've been looking on the socials. Doesn't look like there's been any sightings of it since Sunday morning. So, but while I was there,
That's it.
I thought I would look for other things, and I got some fantastic views of Stone Chat. We all know these are some of my favourite songbirds. So I got a male and a
That's a
female.
nice group. Wonderful photo.
The female will pop up in a second. And this is why I don't Twitch, says Bird Chris. You've always got to try, Chris. You've always got to try.
Yeah, I can see why.
I wasn't disappointed, but because I got these lovely Stone Chat.
Made the most of it.
I
Had
did.
a nice walk. Looks like a lovely day in the background.
Oh, it's beautiful. I
You're
got
very trying. Oh, poor Chris.
nice against the blue sky too. Yes, Barnacle it is. Well, looking up, I had some fantastic sights of buzzards. So here's a buzzard in flight.
Very
I got
pale underneath that one.
amazing sights of kestrels.
Oh,
Mm.
You saw buzzards mating today, Pookie. Did you get pictures or video?
Wow.
I love that picture of the
That'd be-
kestrel.
That's a lovely picture.
Pics were a mix between Nick and Andy pics. Brilliant.
The Nandy pic.
It's an Andy pic, yeah. X-rated.
X-rated.
Cool. I saw something else, which I was so hoping was a specific species. So I'm going to bring it up now, and let's see what people think it is.
Ooh, quiz time.
Now, on Discord, there's a picture that's almost identical that's been put on by Pookie.
It's just the white-tailed eagle.
No, not at all.
When we thought, was it either a white-tailed eagle or like a wren or something? What everyone was saying. A bird.
Hey, birdie.
Hi, birdie.
So what did I spot?
I remember the conversation.
A leucistic eagle. Whose encounters are we on? We're on mine, birdie. Pookie says this is a skylark. It's not that image, Pookie. It's not that image. I did get images very similar to your
Quality.
to your skylark ones as well, but I haven't put them on because yours were so cool. Impeccable says it's a pigeon. Oh, Birdie says it's a hen harrier. Nathan says it's a black-tailed godwit with no bill.
No bill.
Or a sparrowhawk. My image quality is nowhere near good enough to.
Yeah. Birdie always says hen harrier. I wish it was a hen harrier. I'd be over the moon. A snowy owl, easy. Not a snowy owl, no. It's definitely a raptor. So when I saw this,
I'll say
on you go. What do you think it is? You're about to say
sparrowhawk is my final guess.
Sparrowhawk is your final guess. So when I watched this and it flew in from the woods, came towards me, flew overhead, quite high. So this is it must be about, I don't know, 30, 40 meters above my head. And the whole way I was watching it, and I watched it for about 5 minutes, I was like, goshawk, goshawk, goshawk. And the more I look at it, the more peregrine henhawk, the more I'm like, is it a female sparrow? Is it a female sparrowhawk? But I think it's a goss. I think it was too big to be a female sparrowhawk.
That'd be very exciting. I have never seen a goshawk, so I'm not
Neither have I until
very good at
this.
being able to offer advice, but that is very cool.
Looks like the goshawk in my book. Yes. Tail is kind of wide, says Pookie.
Was the right habitat?
Looks hip heavy, which is a gossy. Ooh. Ooh.
She's big bone.
She's big bird. Don't make fun of her. She's sensitive about her bone weight.
It also didn't fly like a sparrowhawk.
Oh, very exciting. That helps. Plus-sized raptor.
You're right, Bird Chris, it does. Like I can't make it any clearer. Like I can zoom in. I'll zoom in on it. And
Enhance.
and we'll see if we can make a decision. But this is why I like having everybody around, because you're all so good at these things.
Yeah, other opinions.
Other opinions is always good. Goshawk was spotted there earlier that day as well.
Oh, that definitely helps.
Yeah, that certainly helps.
She's well at herself. Blur enhance.
She's well at herself.
Yeah, it is looking good for Gossie.
It is, isn't it?
That'd be very exciting.
There you go.
Yeah, it just like does not have a head. It's like wings and
it's looking straight down.
Eyeing you up.
Now I haven't added this to our species list yet.
Need to put it forward to the committee.
I did.
Smiling for the camera. Look, Andy, it's me, I'm a goshawk.
But there's no.
Goshawk.
But for me, there's no distinct barring on the chest. I only get buzzers except the hen harrier I saw when I was a teen. My AI says sparrowhawk, says Pookie. So when I was a teen and didn't keep lists or take photos, so it didn't really happen. Oh, poor birdie. You remember you saw it, birdie. Yeah, so it doesn't have the clear barring on the breast and stomach on the front.
That's true.
So there we go. So I'll leave it to chat. You guys decide if I've seen a goshawk or not. I think it's a goshawk because of the size.
A lot of it is from size, the way it behaves, that kind of thing. So
I thought it was a goshawk. As soon as I saw it, I said goshawk.
Wow. I have to go back and get another picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw Sussex, says Barnacle. I'm going to share my photos from today. I've had time to edit them yet, though. But today was so good, I have to share for the stream, lol. There's also a lot of apologies. So apologies. No problem, Nathan. We'll get through them, don't you worry. Goshawk should be on the list already. Should it? Do you have a goshawk, Pookie? Have I missed the goshawk?
Oh no.
Oh, it is on the list at 66.
273.
Here we go. It's in the 66th column. Bird number 64 spotted this year. There you go. Cool. Right. So moving on to my final bird, which is also going to be my species focus. is... Do that.
Drum roll.
The red kite.
No.
One of the
Lovely.
UK's fantastic
Oh,
recovery stories.
Look at that tail.
Thank you,
that is a
Birdie.
great photo. Like the head catching a light.
That's not an Andy pick, says Birdie.
That's
You're
not
right,
an
it's not an Andy pick. So,
certified not Andy pick.
so the red kite was persecuted to the point of extinction in Britain, just about hanging on in Wales. But a late 20th century reintroduction program has transformed the fortunes of this species. So basically, they took birds from Spain, young birds from Spain, and brought them over and reintroduced them into the UK.
Yeah.
With centres of high populations in the Chilterns, Wales, Yorkshire, and eastern Scotland, red kites can be seen circling and drifting above major roads, farmland, and woodland, even adjacent to major cities such as Gateshead. I've been seeing them flying over Nottingham city centre recently quite a lot. Strikingly coloured, the rich reddish-brown tones of the bird's plumage shine in good light, contrasting with white and dark brown in the wings, and the long forked tail is very evident in some areas, such as mid-Wales. Farms put out food for this carrion-eating raptor, and large concentrations have become a wildlife tourist attraction. I went to look for one this week. They are rare, though. Oh, that's a shame, Pookie. We have them over here now, too. Not my far north, though. Amazing recovery story. It is absolutely phenomenal. It's a UK green list bird. So it's had such a good recovery that it's now green. There's 4,400 pairs currently. And since 1995 to 2022, the population change is up by 2,232%.
Oh.
Don't hear that very often.
You do not.
Wow.
So productivity in nesting is 1 brood per year. The egg size is 63 grams. Wow. Big bird. Big bird. Okay, we're doing our usual. Folks. They are very handsome birds, Barnacle. You are right. I think they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
They are actually, yeah.
So, are we ready for the maximum age from ringing? We still see farmers killing raptors here, and it's awful. Yeah, you're right, Birdie. And Pookie's already in with 14 years. So, maximum age for ringing, okay, with a typical lifespan of 4 years, breeding typically at 2. What do we think the oldest recorded by the BTO is? I used to work with the North Ants Kites. Once had to give a talk to a farmers group. The vote of thanks was given by the guy who just had a letter published in the local rag suggesting they needed controlling. Wow. Barnacle says 28 years and 32 days, a couple of hours. 8 years and 8 months, says Birdie. Now
I'm going to say 10.
You're saying 10. I'm waiting to see if Nathan goes 1 day older or younger than Barnacle.
Nathan. Not again. God, Bird of Chris. I can't even imagine doing a talk on kites to a group of farmers.
Bird of Chris is saying 17 years.
I keep getting surprised at how old seabirds live compared to like any other bird. Like 4 years is nothing. Like most seabirds aren't even mature at that age.
Nathan, sorry, I was sorting photos. 28 years and 32 days and 6 hours. Oh, it's gone slightly older than you, Barnacle. Slightly older than you this time.
I attempted to say 28 years, 32 days, and 7 hours just to prove a point to Nathan, but I won't. I think something's not that old. Only 4. So I'm going to say about like... Were you 20, Kat? Did you say 20?
No, Kat said 10.
What did you say?
10.
What was your guess? The 10.
10.
I think
10.
around 20. It's like near a bird Chris. So I'm going to like 19 years and 6 months and 12 days. Barnacle's like, damn you, Nathan.
Birdie's just said, one of my kids in school was very excited to see me today because they had brought something to show me.
Ooh.
It was a year-old BTO magazine. That's so cool, though, Birdie.
Oh, I
Aw.
love that.
That's so cool. So, are we ready? Are we ready for it?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
So I can tell
Yes, with
you
it.
that its maximum age from ringing is 28 days,
Ooh.
8 months, and 25 years. So Barnacle, you were the closest.
Ooh.
Nathan went the wrong way. He went older instead of younger.
Uh-oh. When we start getting like the point system thing, we start like putting channel points and how old it is going to get dangerous.
Yeah. So there we go. So
That is an
so
old
cool.
bird. 25
25
That
years
is.
old, yeah.
Fair enough.
And I'm gonna try and pronounce the Gaelic. So here we go. Clamhan Goblach. It's Medgull news. Yes, Medgull is new for the list, Nathan. I won't add it today, but it'll definitely get added on. Clamhan Goblach. I think Barnacle stole the ring off a dead one and put it on a young one.
Yeah.
Does shoulders, that's how it's done. As scavengers, they
Very
probably are
Welsh.
not quite so prone to hunger as something that has to hunt.
That's true.
It's very true. When I worked at Sherwood, I was driving back one day, and there's a bit of carrion on the road, and there's a red kite lifting the carrion off the road and flying off with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's this is the first red kite I've seen at Budbay as well. So they'll do both, Birdie. They scavenge and hunt.
Uncle Bum.
I guess it's
So my
opportunistic.
logic stands. Solid burb, solid age.
35 photos, amazing, Nathan. Absolutely amazing.
Whoa.
Get to it on Nathan's section next.
So
Yeah, that is a good day out.
to finish off, folks, we're going to move on to my garden and what's been going on with my local foxes.
Ooh,
They
yes.
back.
Week to
They're
catch
back.
up.
So you might remember last week, I said I was going to move where where my camera was, so I could further up the garden, looking down, so I could actually see what the foxes were doing in my garden a bit, and it worked. I got a good view, so I've got a few little
Yay!
a few little short videos here. So I think there's 3 or 4 videos of foxes, and then there's something else afterwards.
Oh.
Okay, so here we go.
Mission.
So this is first of all, this is a bit of a domination thing. So we've got a fox here hunting, and then in comes the male and chases off another fox, which was
Right
in the
front of
garden
the
as well.
camera.
Second one here, so you can see this fox is like sniffing out and digging into my grow beds looking for worms, and there's lots of worms in there, and it's literally looking for worms to feed on. So they're coming into my garden to feed.
They're eating your veg patch.
Yeah, they're eating the worms out of my veg patch. This is a continuation of that one. It's the same fox.
Oh, look
they're
at
really
the
going for it.
digging.
Stealing your carrots. There's no carrots in there yet.
What was
It's like
that
there were
plant in
carrots here
front of
last
the
year.
camera?
It's stealing the
look
show.
The white thing in front is the rhubarb growing.
Rhubarb, ah.
Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for the other species?
Oh,
Other
yeah.
species.
Okay, so the
Yeah,
next
like a
video
badger or
is.
something.
Badger.
I love a badger.
Yeah,
Did you see
badger.
it? Did you see it? Did you see it?
No.
Oh, it was a badger. Oh,
There's a
oh,
second
I must be
video.
really
There's a
happy to
second
see
video
that.
which is 7 seconds long.
Darted past.
It did dart past. You see it right, just to the right. You can see it moving.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, you can see it.
Yeah.
We have a badger, folks.
That's really cool.
Ah,
Yay.
Also feeding in my garden.
What a wildlife garden.
it's doing the job.
Well, the thing is
Must
that
be so happy.
this is my allotment area. So you can see in the background there, you can see a tree right in the middle of the image at the top. So that's my apple tree, and you could see that apple tree before, because just to the left of that, although you can't see it in this, there is a cherry tree, and that's what I normally have my camera on, looking at the entrance. So the entrance is just behind the apple tree into the garden that the foxes use. So I'm looking down the garden now at that, and but this is only halfway down my garden because it's in my crab apple. So I've also got another that distance again up to the house. So I'm tempted now to move it further up, just to see if they're
Yeah.
coming into the top part of the garden.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I love the little scuttle of the badger.
Yeah. Like, haha, Andy's camera isn't here.
Yeah.
I checked last week; it was over there, so I'm all good.
It's
Go
the
steal his
it's
roof
just the fact that the first one it literally just brushes past very quickly. There we go.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That is
That's really
is
good.
nice to see. They look well fed, the foxes as well,
Yeah, they're looking really
from your
healthy.
garden.
And like I said a couple of weeks ago, I've heard mating happening nearby. Whether it was in my garden or just outside it, I'm not sure. But they've definitely been mating. So, and I have. So last Wednesday, I did talk about the female that I'd seen not putting any weight on one of her back legs. She is still coming in and out of the garden. So I'll keep an eye on that, and I'll keep the. I haven't put the camera on since I got these images over the weekend, so I'll do it again this weekend and see what we get. So
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed for
Yeah.
more.
Foxes and more badgers.
Goodbye, worms, says Barnacle.
Yeah. Goodbye, worms. Fox is
Cool.
going at it.
So we can add
Yeah.
badger to our mammal list.
Ah,
That's a good one to add.
And we're now up to
It is nice.
274. Ta-da!
ooh.
Whoa. Amazing. It is really cool having such a range of people and geographical locations and habitats and things, getting such a nice variety of wildlife. Like, it's really cool. It's like, oh yeah, otter's gonna be quite hard to get, but then they have like barnacle game like in Scotland, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's just really cool having so many people seeing so many different things.
Yeah, nearly
You're nearing
300. Basically 2 months in.
Yep.
Which is mad.
Yeah.
And we haven't
It's not
even
even
started
begun.
with butterflies, moths, bees.
Yes.
There's all the spring and summer bird migrants coming in. So you got swallows, swifts, all the martins.
The warblers.
Warblers, flycatchers. God, just we got so much coming. Pookie's gone, I wonder why Pookie's
Gonna be
gone,
Deep in thought.
Deep in thought.
Pondering.
Very cool wildlife encounters.
I forgot to take pics of a ground beetle today. Oops. I forgot to take pics of a tick.
I think I would have rather seen the ground beetle, I
Yeah,
must
I
say.
think we would rather see the ground beetle.
Especially on your leg or wherever it was.
Yeah, I've still got a hole in my right leg from where the tick was.
So he's oozing out. Deflating.
Yeah.
I've seen quite a few cutie crawlies over the last week, but I need to go through my pictures and actually identify them because I've been like, ooh, something, take a pic, and then I actually need to go and ID it and things. So next week I'll actually have a collection of like spiders and bugs and things. It is a major thing. Just so much happening.
Yeah.
There's just so much life again.
There's so many insects I'm seeing at the moment. It's just crazy. I just don't have time to take lots of pictures of them. I've got pictures. I've got a picture of a centipede. Just haven't had a chance to ID it yet myself either.
I had a very close encounter with a queen bee at the weekend. I was wearing this bright yellow jumper, and obviously it thought I was a flower. So very, very close.
It's like, oh my god,
encounter.
jackpot.
And it just kept coming as well. I was like, look, I wish you could pollinate me,
Where's the
but you can't.
I appreciate it, but
Stop it, you.
you're too kind.
Cool, right. It's your turn, Nick.
Ooh, my turn. I'll start with my Robin. This is a fun one. So this was went a trip to the Fairy Glen, which was a lovely little gorge on Monday. Got back into the car and about to go, and then this Robin just appears like next to the window, hovers, bumps into the wing mirror, and then lands on top and just like sits there for a little bit. And it's like eyeing the place up. So I'm very glad I managed to get a little picture because it was very cute. Just a Robin. It was great though because we was watching it and it sat there, then flew off. And I thought, okay, it's gone, and then it came back, eyed up the wing mirror, so it must have been thinking, oh my god, there's another male, gonna scare it away, flap into it, and then land on top and just sit there again. And then like flew off again. Like, okay, that's it. Then came on to the other side. I was like, oh my god, it's over there! Quick, get the male! And scrapping at the other wing mirror, sitting there, and then flying off. It was like a good 5 minutes or so. It's coming and going. I got like 3 videos of just waiting. It's like, come on, do the thing again, and it never did. And then it just never came back.
That's so funny. He's like, oh my god, like the panic. Oh no, it's fine.
Yeah, it's on the other side. Because I would like come up, hover, and just like stare at it, and you're like, bonk, like bumping into me.
I think he's like, Robin's might appear closer on this mirror.
Driving along the road, looking at the mirror.
Picker's also said, Robin. I got a tip for a mammal that would be an encounter of the year if I see it. Ooh.
Good luck, Pookie.
Yeah. That'll be an awesome find. Whatever that mammal happens to be. Is it a bear? Is it a wolf? Is it a lynx?
Oh, all of the above.
Yeah, in one photo.
Is it lynx, wolf, bear? No lynx here yet. Aww. I like the word yet. Golden jackals. Ooh, wow.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Wolf. I'd love to get pictures of wolves on here. That'd be so cool.
We can definitely add that to the mammal list.
One day
we will. Cool.
Yes.
So a lovely Robin on a wing mirror.
Really lovely Robin. Yeah, Fairy Glen, just a lovely little gorge. Saw a dipper, kind of dart past, like calling as it went up.
That's on my bucket list for this year. Still haven't seen one. Oop, we've lost Nick. Oh, there he is. He's back.
I'm back. Oh, no. You're saying it's on your bucket list?
It's on my bucket list for this year, but I still haven't seen one yet.
The Mighty Dipper.
The Mighty Dipper.
The Heavy Dipper.
Heavy Dipper.
But yeah,
birdies as well. Cool.
Oh, best of luck.
Let's see who sees it first, birdie.
Next.
There's a frog spawn, you say, yeah? Sorry.
Yeah, my frog spawn. So God, if anyone remembers last spring, I can't remember if this was RSPB or beginning of Nature's BS. But I found some frog spawn on one of the fence posts at a reserve, which I was volunteering at, or working at the time. And I was really confused. Like, why is there just frog spawn sitting on top of a fence post? And it turns out that birds like buzzards, maybe ravens, that would feed on frogs and toads, they've learned not to consume the ovaries because they know the frog spawn, whilst it's very small inside the frog, once it gets hydrated, expands a lot and is very uncomfortable for the bird that consumes it. So they eat everything apart from the ovaries, then leave the ovaries on fence post, up a tree, on a branch, or something like that. And then it rains, and then it all expands. So it just looks like some frog climbed to the top of a fence post. Was like, yeah, this is a good pond, and laid a frog spawn there and ran away. But it was cool because this was either the exact same fence post or like one either side of the one I saw on last year. We went back and I was like, oh my gosh, this again.
So could it be the same bird?
Probably, if it's the same perch or like one fence post either side. Ovary station.
Ovary station.
Yeah, there's just like the ovary station. Would they still be viable? I would assume so if they're like in the spring they've come here to spawn. So I'd assume that the eggs have developed enough to. Are they? They're fertilized in the water, are they?
They're
Oh, no, 'cause
fertilized.
they make
They're
wine.
fertilized in the water, aren't they? I'm pretty sure they're fertilized in the water.
Yeah. But then if they're drying out loads.
Yeah.
they're-
Because
they make
don't the females lay the spawn and then the male fertilizes it as it's coming out?
So
How is frog spawn fertilized? Male attracts a female and will grip her from above with his forelimbs, an embrace called the amplexus. You may stay in position for days before you see frog spawn. Cold weather can stall the process. When she's ready, the female lays her eggs into the water, and the male releases his sperm to fertilize them.
Yeah.
So yes. So I would guess these haven't been fertilized yet. We did try and save what we could and put it into a nearby pool. It was unbelievably sticky, so I imagine it had been there for maybe a day or two, and it was like scraping tar off the top of it. I was like, I'm trying to save these eggs. It was like pull it off and like twang back onto chewing gum off a seat or something. But hopefully it's okay.
Oh, you might have loads of kids, Nick. You know, in the pond you've just saved. You're an adoptive
Go
father
back
now.
and it's like, yay! You saved us. But that was very cool because you sometimes see frogs spawn in odd places and how it got there. I wonder if they were slopped into water if they survived. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Uncle Nick.
Thanks, Mum.
My children. But that was really cool. And I think like later in the day, because we were doing some like chainsawing on some old conifers and there's like old clearfeld area, so it's like all covered in like moss and things. But I've never seen so many. I think it's like a species of wolf spider, but like almost every step you take, just like a dozen scatter from every footstep. There's just so many of them. And I tried to get some photos. So I need to try and ID them, but there's so many creepy coolies out again. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But I'll move on to my birch sap now. So this is very fun. On Friday, so I think I talked about this on our gaming stream, if you joined us then, I went into, well, I was volunteering again with our Wildlife Trust, and we were crown thinning around ancient oak trees. So the reserve was, quite a lot of the oak there was felled for timber, for local mines, and just kind of general timber use in the early 20th century. And then about 40 years ago or so, the Wildlife Trust bought the site, and there have been lots of grazing up until that point. And then the Wildlife Trust removed all the grazers. So then all the shoots and saplings popped up. So there's plenty of birch, was like the vast majority, but some sudden drop in grazers. There's just very, very dense birch thickets, some of them surrounding the very nice old ancient oak trees, which hadn't been cut down hundreds or so years ago. So we went back to crown thin. So the crown is like the top part of the tree. So thinning around the crown. So these 30, 40-year-old beech trees, just cutting them down because they were meant to have been grazed beforehand, but they weren't. So giving the large old oak trees just a bit more space and a bit more light. So all the very important lichens, kind of mosses and things, that liverworts that live on the trees, as it's a temperate rainforest site, is giving them a bit more of a chance. But whilst cutting down some of the birch, or in this case, ring barking it, so taking off the outer layer of the bark to kill the tree because it provides deadwood while still providing the extra light for the trees. So win-win. I saw loads of birch dripping. So this is, as we're coming into the spring, all the water and nutrients stored in the roots over the winter makes its way up to the buds for the spring for them to open. But cutting into the bark just oozed out all this sap. So hopefully you can see in the video that it's just dripping a lot.
Yeah, we can,
from the tree. Managed to collect quite a lot and taste some of it. It tastes pretty good.
It's good for
like
you
slightly
as well, actually.
sweet spring water.
Okay.
Oh, I'd imagine so. But yeah, that was great fun. But yes, so many buds opening up. I've seen elder trees, the leaves probably coming out today. So lots of trees, hopefully coming to leaf very soon. Does it have any uses? I don't actually know about birch sap. It tasted nice.
So I work with somebody who's really into their natural foraging, and if I remember, I'll ask her tomorrow about what birch sap is good for and what uses it has, because she like really into that kind of stuff and figuring these things out and doing it. Like we go in the garden, she goes, "Oh, that's so and so. You know, you can eat that. And it does this and this and this for your body."
Starts just going around like munching on the client's garden. It's like,
The whole time.
And she was asking me
but
yesterday.
yeah, I imagine it does have some uses.
Yeah, she was asking me yesterday if I have any birch trees in my garden, so I can tap them to get birch sap.
Oh.
So.
No. Must be a reason for it then.
Now's the time to do it. Yeah.
So it's like someone who doesn't bring a lunch. Birdie, you wouldn't believe how much she brings to eat.
Imagine just not bringing
can
lunch and
imagine.
just going, I'll eat whatever's there.
Yeah.
Oh, jackpot for this garden, yeah.
Well,
Pretty nice.
apparently though, what she was telling me that what used to happen. So instead of tapping the trunk, what people would do is they would find a branch and they'd snap the branch, and then the sap would come out of the branch, and that's where they'd collect it from.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting.
When I visited Iceland, Bird Chris said when I visited Iceland, I had birch schnapps. It was lovely. Yeah. Is that like alcohol, like peach schnapps?
Yeah, it must be, yeah. Which is interesting because like, I don't think Iceland's got any trees on it. Does Iceland have trees on it? I've been there and I can't remember.
Very few. There are some forests, and they do have some birch forests, which they're trying to expand, but it's a bit like the UK. Like, well, I think they were extremely UK. A lot of it was
more than Ireland, says Birdie.
Deforested. Oh no!
It's a big island, as Iceland as well. It's actually a sizable place.
Yeah, not too many trees, but there are some.
Oh, I think birch schnapps. I think I've seen. It is alcohol.
I guess there's one use. There you go.
Yeah, maybe that's the use that your friend wants from your birch trees. She wants some birch schnapps.
Cool. Right. What's next then?
Cool. I shall. Oh, one exciting that I didn't get a picture of whilst driving back somewhere is I did see a female hen harrow, possibly two this week. One a few days ago, which was confirmed, but I was driving, so I didn't have a proper look. And then one today, which I was also driving, but kind of got a better look, and you can see the white rump on it. So I was like, oh, probably female fen harrow. It was very nice. But my highlight of the previous week, I went on Saturday from the Snowdonia National Park on a UV night walk, I think it was a psychedelic safari. So I wanted to talk a bit more about that now, because I thought it was great. I am looking to buy UV torch now just because it's so much fun. What should I start with? I'll start with, I called them shiny because I didn't want to write down the word biofluorescence like 6 times. So I'll go into my shiny one picture, please, Andy. But I want to talk about biofluorescence. So that was like the highlight, the overarching theme of the UV walk, which was done by Reveal Nature, which do their own UV night walks around the UK. So if you're interested, do go to Reveal Nature, as is. Very cool experience. So biofluorescence is when an organism, can be an animal, plant, lichen, all these different things, absorbs light of a certain wavelength and re-emits it at a different wavelength, which is different to bioluminescence, which is when an organism produces its own light through chemical reactions or whatever. So biofluorescence doesn't internally produce any light, it just kind of converts it from an external light source. So one of the big things you saw when just walking around the woodland at night is lots of things glow red. So this is some moss I got in the picture here. And this is the chlorophyll. So chlorophyll glows red under UV. So lots of things you see glow red. I'll go into my shiny 3 because that links up nicely with what I'm talking about. So lots of bluebells coming up, just the leaves for now, but shining a UV torch makes them all glow red, which is just a very weird sight because like it's red, but it's meant to be green. It's just so vibrant. It just feels very odd seeing a green plant turned red. So that was really cool. Walking around the woodland some more. I'll go into my shiny 2. So lots of lichens will glow orange, and this is a natural sunscreen which the lichen produces and absorbs UV light and emits it in an orange color, which looks very almost sci-fi against like the blue purpley background, which is very, very cool. So you can, this is just a wall next to the little garden because it's a National Trust site. So like all the different lichens just glow orange, which is very cool. Yeah, I want a ready birdie. They're pretty cheap, considered for how cool an experience it is. I think I'm trying to look into one. I think it's like 40-50 pounds, like a decent one. The main thing, if you do want to get your own, is do not get a 395 nanometer, get a 365 nanometer. So how many days there are in the year? 365 nanometers, because that's much more the wavelength which these organisms absorb and then re-emit. So 395, you get a little bit of it, but a lot of the light's just kind of purpley and doesn't really have that glow. So 365 nanometers is the magic number to remember if you want to get your own one. And the power I was using was a 60-watt torch, which I was borrowing for the event. So 60 watts was very powerful, so you could go a bit less if you wanted, but 60 watts was very nice for just looking around things. The bluebells look like a plant from the game No Man's Sky. It does look very, like seaweedy, as Barnacle was saying. Yeah, I guess like being at night with a torch as well makes it look a bit more like underwatery. But really cool. I think my favorite one, which I'll go into next, is shiny number 4. So looking under logs and things for stuff just to see what biofluoresces, because almost everything does to some degree. But my favorite is these earthworms, which look like something Nathan or Barnacle would find in a rock pool or the deep sea. This gorgeous like dual train track of these like dots, and Oh, it just looks amazing.
Wow, what a difference! This is an earthworm.
That's just an earthworm. We lift up a log like, ooh, earthworm, shine. Whoa, really cool. And what was really cool, which I tried to go on a video, and again the one was like, oh, you're recording. I'm just gonna sit really still because when they move, like Inky, it's they like shimmer as they move, and they just another again just like a deep sea creature or something crazy. Just an earthworm. This shows how amazing they are. But yeah, this was one of the most like. It's just a little pink earthworm. Oh my goodness, it's become an alien.
I am
I've been
gonna
trying
look
to
at
look into.
earthworms differently now. Oh,
Yeah,
they're sick. Well, they're cool anyway, but like that.
yeah,
Whoa.
they're disco worms. I've been trying to look
Yeah.
into why they do this, and I cannot find anything. But I haven't looked too deep. But there are a few reasons why general organisms biofluoresce. So some use it for camouflage. Some use it for like attracting mates. So I think it was about a month or so ago. I was talking about a news article where they were looking at birds of paradise and found out that lots of the feathers, the inside of the gape, so in the mouth, and like different parts of the birds were biofluorescent, which are like part used in their mating displays to just look more vibrant, things like that. So sometimes used for that. All these different uses which they could do or use. There was one story, or sorry, but one use which David from Reveal Nature told us about in the evening. So in South America, so like the Amazon or the tropical rainforest there are these frogs which during blue hour, so that's the hour after sunset, so you have golden hour before sunset and blue hour afterwards, so like everything's all kind of tinted blue. There are these frogs which sit on top of trees and absorb all that blue light and re-emit it as like a green glow, and that's how they communicate to each other on top of the trees. So like there's this secret communication system going along above our heads if you're in South America in the jungles, between the frogs in blue hour, absorbing light and re-emitting as green. So there's all these different uses which animals, plants, and fungi use this for, and it's amazing. Really, really cool. I'll go on to shiny number 5. This is again just looking under a log, looking for things to fluoresce. Apparently slugs and snails are very, very good, but we never actually found any on the walk. But I did find this lovely string of mycelium. So if you didn't have the torch on it, you wouldn't even notice. Maybe if you had like a bright flashlight, you could see like the like thin white fibers of mycelium. But under UV, it just pops out, like glows, like this vibrant, like neon blue. Again, just so many crazy colors which you just don't expect to see. It's really, really vibrant. And then I'll finish with my lovely woodlouse, which, again, shining the UV light on, they just become these lovely, bright blue, slightly purpley tinged bugs running around.
Wow. So bright, the
Just
blue.
really, really pretty. Yeah, velvet weed. Yeah, just amazing how different they will appear.
My God,
yeah,
that's
that is
so cool.
one of the well, that was the walk I went on Saturday. So if you can go on a UV night walk, I highly recommend it. And if not, get yourself a UV torch, which is 365 nanometers. Yeah,
it's like a different world, isn't it? With the UV.
That was just
Mm.
that's just insane.
yeah,
I want to do it now.
really, really cool. And there's like in the autumn and all them.
I think we all do.
Mm.
We're all going to be the UV torches have sold out on Amazon. Everyone's
Looking
bought
at a
them
30
now.
watt 365 torch on Amazon, £32, says Birdie.
Not bad.
If you use my affiliate link for the Amazon.
Can you get it on Prime?
I think that sounds about
That's
right.
even
Like
better.
£30. Yeah.
Marco says I'd love an underwater one.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine an underwater one?
Oh, I'm
That'd be
sure
that.
you can
And
get some waterproof ones. Yeah, if you look on Reveal Nature, their website, they do like underwater things and so many things underwater. Biofluorescence, it's amazing. But yes, I think around £32 is about right for the kind of correct ones because it's a bit like laser pointers where when they're like buy it for like £1.50, you're like, will this kill me? Safety wise, I should say, um, you generally you'd be fine with UV torches. It's a bit like a general flashlight, so they can be very bright. But the main thing to remember is that your eyes, your retinas don't detect UV as visible light. So if you do shine it into your eye, your pupil won't contract. Not opposite, yeah, contract. So it can hurt you in that way. I don't think it damages your like eyesight permanently, but it can just be very startling and uncomfortable. But in general, just be very careful about using UV. But it is amazing, so I highly recommend it because I want to get my own as well.
Birdie's God.
It's
Yes,
also in your
yes, it's on
basket.
Prime. It's also in my basket. Can't wait to
Yeah,
see
so
the
like
images, Birdie.
mushrooms are
Honestly, can't wait
important.
to see.
Yes, like slug snails are meant to be really good.
yeah.
Mushrooms, like loads of different type of fungi.
Yeah.
Biofluorescence, we didn't see any on the evening, but so many things. So
Mm.
everything biofluoresces. Go explore. Flowers would be awesome. So I think
Flowers would be
if
awesome.
Nathan gets one, like glowing.
Flowers would be amazing because we were talking about that earlier, weren't we? About like how insects see flowers differently, and shining
Yeah.
UV light on them will make them like look completely different to how we see them.
Mm.
That would be really cool.
Nathan, I
Oh,
have
you have
two.
two, Nathan.
Right, I think it's
Why am I not
time.
surprised?
I think it's time for wildlife encounters.
Yeah.
From everybody else.
So many.
There are
Yeah.
so many. I need to go back to the
Oh my gosh,
27th.
there's been 6 since we started.
27th. That's the 28th. That's the 27th. Here we go. So, this is from Nathan to begin with. Nick, can you, Nick or Kat, can you read out what these are as I go through them?
Yes.
So this is
I'm
rock
scrolling all
pooling
the way back. There's so
again.
many.
Yeah, there are.
Yes. Oh, and scientific names. I am so sorry, Nathan. I'm about to butcher every single one of these.
Look at the red
First
eye
one,
on.
Nebalia sp. Disney villain. Yes, a
Mr.
Nebalia sp.
Bird.
Species for the first one.
Birdie, I saw it. There you go.
Nobus.
There's your cool little woodlouse on the 26th.
Ah,
Yay. Woodlouse.
look at the
Big
antennae.
And
biofluorescence.
this one is the rough woodlouse, Porcellio scaber, which I have put on our species list.
Yay.
So there you go.
+1.
+1.
Imagine
you,
it
Bill.
under UV light. That would laugh.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Wildlife encounters with UV. Whoa.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's the first one from Nathan. Here's the
Yes.
second one, which is a
Nobus sp. Or Oliver.
little sucker on the end. A little sucker.
Very cute little sea snail. And the next one is Coryphella gracilis,
Oh wow.
which looks awesome.
Wow.
Sea
Sea
sausages.
sausages.
This one's just
Nathan's been to Pandora again.
have fun with
Right,
this
oh.
name, says Nathan.
Oh. Phtisica marina? How do you pronounce PHT?
Sounded right.
How does that work? Is it Phtisica? Oh, just Tisica.
Tisica, yeah.
Oh, silent. Okay. Tisica marina. Looks like a sea stick insect. Peach is silent. Oh, you tricked me. Stylostomum sp. Oh my gosh, we definitely got to have a quiz with reading out scientific names for our 1 anniversary.
Next one, it's got a little weird hoopy thing.
Yeah, like a hookey.
Genera maculosa. Sp. I do love saying sp. Looks like Happy Woodlouse.
Happy Woodlouse. That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah. Chrysella semistriata.
This one looks like two things.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Harpacticoid copepod. You could honestly be making these up. Sp means species, so doesn't. So it cannot be IU for that. Lots of sp. And then another one of the amazing colours.
Wow.
Trinchesia quinensis? Trinchesia quinensis?
That looks insane.
Iron Brew Fred from Barnacle. He's been drinking lots of Iron Brew for all that colouring.
It's amazing with blues and oranges. Awesome. And then finally, Doto coronata. Coronata. Such amazing things.
Right. Slow park day from Pookie. Apparently. Starting off with a lovely stock dove.
Such lovely birds. We need to do a...
Often overlooked.
Yeah, have you done a spotlight on stock dove? I think
we haven't.
Need some love.
Stunning black woodpecker.
Oh, wow. So gorgeous.
And then a great spot.
Lovely male.
Are you jealous, Andy?
I am.
All these woodpeckers.
I can't remember which one this one is. So it's back. It looks like a brambling.
Yeah, brambling. A bling.
Song thrush.
Trying to be an Andy pick, hiding behind a twig.
Even though it was a slow day, still saw more woodpeckers than Andy when he was trying. Yeah, completely right, Nathan. I've tried 2 weekends on the trot to see and photograph woodpeckers, and I failed both weekends.
Because like, slow day, just 2 today.
Yeah. Let's take a look at what you could have won. Woodpecker Gallery. Lovely Duddock. Back to the stock dove.
You lost the jackpot.
Okay, more rock pulling. So we need you again.
You Branchus variola. Another amazing one. I really want to come rock pulling with you, Nathan. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh wow, this one's awesome.
I think it's got 2 heads. Wow.
Are these under UV? I don't think they are, but sometimes the colours look like they are. But I'm sure Nathan can enlighten us. These guys are fun. These are fun. We're on. So the first one, Eubrancus variola. Then we had Ampharina farani, and now we're on 4-lined Polycera or Polycera quadrilineata.
Nathan says no, they're not, but I do want to try it on them. That'd be really cool to see, Nathan, if you did the same image, one after the other, one normal light like these, and then one UV light, just to see the difference.
Can you imagine if they like biofluoresce like brown all over?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm so colourful.
Probably would. They're like, I'm bright already, I don't need UV.
So if I remember correctly, Birdie, I think all the things that you see around it are grains of sand.
Mm-hmm.
Rarely over 1 centimetre, Nathan said.
Teeny tiny. Banana for scale. Just put them on the banana. I think this one is Dexamine spinosa.
I've already moved on to the next one.
The next one is Gammarid. The previous one was Dexamine spinosa. I think this is Gammarid. Oh gosh, the next one, Doto Koenekeri. I feel like I'm There you go. Koenekeri.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
close.
Okay,
Yeah.
Doto Koenekeri.
Are we knobbly friends, this barnacle?
I
Yeah,
like
I
I like
prefer
that
we
name
knobbly
better, Barnacle.
Yeah.
A wee knobbly
Yeah.
friend.
Sorry,
Nickname, we
Nathan.
knobbly
Yeah.
friend.
Then on to Useless Blom Strandi. Sometimes I feel like sometimes you get like American tourists come over and reading Welsh place names, and I feel like I'm one of them. Jasper. I think it's Jasper. Yeah. And then
Where's the
literal.
front?
That's true. Then on to literal sea spider. Not like literally a sea spider, but literal. Pies. Picnogonum.
I hope that's his name. I do hope that's his
Pic.
name.
Picnogonum, literally. There you go. Picnogonum. That sounds. I'm gonna call them Picnogonum.
You okay, Nick? That's Barnacle.
I'm good, Barnacle. Thanks. Picnogonum. Yeah. And then Lysianacia Seratina. Oh, this is great fun, but
Okay, some more from Pookie. So a couple of lovely shell ducks, male and a female. I love the colours on the male shell duck. The head is just.
Oh, lovely. Look at that.
this is
beak.
Shoveler's the first one, aren't they?
Oh, the
The next one's
shovelers, yeah. Shell duck, yeah. You're right, Birder Chris, yeah, shell duck. This is a shell duck now, the one I'm circling.
He's getting ahead of himself.
I am. It's that time of night. I've been up since 6 a.m. She shovelers insane Bill.
Shovel ducks.
White wagtail.
I love these close-up videos you've been doing recently, Pookie.
Yeah.
Like I just remember the robin either last week or the week before, but just seeing like the feathers almost pulsate as it was singing. It's really lovely to see that detail.
We'll go back and watch that again.
Lovely.
Needs more audio though, yeah. If I can turn it up. Let's try again.
More bird.
I've got the wine going. Christmas pudding, mulled wine. I give no promises about making any sense hereafter.
Get Bird Chris on here talking about all the Latin names. I find this potchard picture so funny. The way the one's just like diving in, like half ostrich, sticking its head in.
There's a fire crest.
I hope the branch might be buff tip. It does look a lot like a buff tip, actually. Dunk.
Great crested grebes doing their dance. That's a beautiful shot.
Amazing.
That's a beautiful picture as well, actually.
Yeah, like facing off, looking over the shoulder.
Oh, and a video.
Really cool video. I love this one.
Surprising they don't get whiplash.
Yeah. Might as well have a chat with the woodpeckers.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a video later on from Pookie. Honestly, I was watching it earlier, and I must have watched it like 10 times. It's a lovely raven, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah. Another firecrest.
With a ring, which Pook says.
Yeah, you can see it just here.
Oh yeah.
I think you
Looks
could.
grumpy, don't they?
That's the firecrest. The grumpy one.
Cool. Back to the shovelers. Then we're on a long-tailed tit.
Oh, I love long-tailed tits. So floofy.
So tiny. Wee foofer.
Like a little robin singing.
Robin doing what he does best.
Such a nice video.
Reed bunting.
I haven't seen a reed bunching in ages. Like I saw you post a pic, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even remember the last time I've seen one. Probably last summer at some point.
I'll not say it this time, says Birdie. Just a robin. And here we go, we've got some from Birdie, so we've got a lovely song thrush. Look at that.
Oh.
No.
Then just a robin.
Just a robin.
Oh,
It's posing for you, Birdie, look.
how can you say just a robin? Look at him.
There's some beautiful gorse. I love this plant.
Yeah. I love when it pops.
Growing up in Scotland, playing golf, you have a lot of gorse bushes on the golf courses, and you kind of learn to hate them if you're not very good, like me, at golf. And your golf ball goes into them, and you're like, I've got to go in there to get it because it's very, very thorny. It makes me bleed while looking for bugs. Yeah.
Oh god.
It makes me bleed while looking for golf balls. But it's when it's in full bloom. Oh my word! What a plant!
The smell.
On the it's just a sea of yellow. Oh, beautiful bullfinch there too. All robins are the same one. It's just hopping from visiting each of us.
I haven't heard their seeds pop.
I haven't either.
I have. It's amazing because I remember once I was thinking, what is that noise? And they just go.
That's a great shot of a cormorant, Birdie, in flight.
Oh, nice.
Really confused me the first time I heard it.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Scarlet elf cup.
Ah, nice.
I haven't seen quite a few of these as well recently. Such lovely little bursts of colour.
I love them.
And then Nathan taking his new lens out. Got some gorgeous images of foxes.
Stunning themselves. Look at them.
Oh, he almost stood on the elf cup right in the middle of the path.
Oh, no.
Well
Would have
spotted.
made us a good photo.
Yeah, one squished elf cup.
This fox has got a bit of mange. You can see it on the back. Also looks like it's got a mane though.
Catching the light nicely.
It's a very handsome devil there looking through the fence.
Yeah.
Oh, the eyes. Like piercing eyes. Such lovely animals. Yeah, the eyes, solid glare.
These are great finds, by the way, Nathan. Like, you don't often get foxes hanging around once they've spotted you.
Yeah.
Beautiful starling. The colour of that beak. Look how it changes colour gradually as it moves from tip all the way to the base.
Yeah.
Enjoying the sun
It's a
too
great
much.
photo.
Aren't we all, Nathan? Yeah, I heard a starling yesterday, and it's been such a while since I heard. I was like, "What on earth is that thing?" I imagine it's a bird. Then as you tell them, I was like, "Oh yeah, starling." But yeah, lovely, lovely
Another
picture.
birdie pick from of a song thrush in dew. That's a lovely birdie. And then Pookie, we've got some green woodpeckers.
I love green
I can't quite
woodpeckers.
tell if that's a male or a female. I think it's a female. You can't see the red stripe in the mustache.
Mm.
Siskin? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Siskin. We're going to get a video. Oh, beautiful. Tawny owl. Very sleepy tawny owl.
Oh,
Be-doo,
Oh,
be-doo.
Peedoo.
it's so cozy.
What a lovely picture.
That is, yeah, it's brilliant. And a good spot as well.
Yeah. Trying to see tawnies is challenging. They blend in with the tree trunk too well.
Mm.
Yeah.
This is a
Oh, look at them
skylark.
all.
This is much clearer than the skylark image I got, Pookie. Yeah, you did find a new one this week. We'll see that shortly. Couple of kestrels.
Oh, two.
Nice little chaffinch. Well, they
I hope
got.
the
Is that the
box.
kestrels have got a box near, or is it the tawny, Pookie?
Oh, it'd be cool if it's the kestrel. I mean, cool for you have both. But...
Long-tailed tit. The
All right.
kestrels. That's
Kestrels.
cool. So
Lovely.
I work in a garden every couple of weeks, and last year, there's an owl box on one of the spruce trees there, and last year they had a kestrel nest. I'm really
Wow.
hoping it happens again this year. If it does, I will be taking my camera, and they're not gonna. There's going to be periods of time I won't be working. I'll just be taking pictures of kestrels coming and going.
Yeah.
I can't blame you.
Mama lunch break.
Done it.
Yeah.
It's normally a garden we're in for quite some time. It's not like a short visit, so
That's good.
I'll be able to get like 5-10 minutes of just doing something, which would be quite cool.
Pointy.
Some nice moorhen, Siberian chipmunk,
So cute.
Oh, what a great
and
photo.
then some fungi there. Do we see what it is? Crystal brain.
Crystal brain.
Says Pookie.
Ooh, looks like it.
Very cool. We're going to Nathan next. So today was good. Lifers though, 10 lifers though. Didn't get photos of them all since they were so distant. Just glad people had scopes. So we got an amazing image of a male kestrel.
Yeah,
Lovely.
that is amazing.
Still haven't managed to get a crystal clear image like this of a kestrel. Right, so this is Slovenian grebe. Look at that red eye. Look at how bright that
Yeah.
is.
Wow. Bright red eye. Is there any reason for it? Just
They're evil.
nature.
Just gorgeous.
Wow.
Very jealous, Nathan. Look at that barn owl peck. Oh my word.
Oh, I love barn owls. Whoa! That is so cool.
Such
Look
good
at-
photos.
I'm going to assume, Nathan, you're enjoying your new lens.
No, he hates it.
Returning it next week. Too good.
I love barn owls
Yep,
so
the
much.
lens is so good.
Yeah.
It's amazing what a good lens does. If you know how to use your equipment, it's amazing what a good lens will do for you.
Mm,
That's a great spoonbill.
lovely.
Some great crested grebes. Lovely little red shank.
These are great picks.
Yellow hammer.
And they go to a borderline neck pick of a lesser scalp.
Yep. There's a lesser scope. So
Not
I
quite
didn't
the same
realise that this
size.
was a separate species to the scope.
Hmm.
And then we've got 3 more, very distant, and we've got to guess what they were.
Incoming neck picks.
That one's very small. There we go. Very blurry also. So
Much
and then
rarer than the greater
the
scalp.
last
There is
one,
something there.
the last one here as well. So the first one is a black-necked grebe, the second one is a ring-necked duck, and the fourth one is a red-crested pochard. So, black-necked grebe, ring-necked duck,
It's ring-billed duck.
ring-billed duck, sorry. Yeah, you can see the duck-necked duck verb.
Whereas Pookie says too blurry and too blurry.
And then this was the red-crested pochard or red-breasted pochard, I can't remember.
Red-crested.
Crested, yeah.
Pochard.
And then the final one, number 3.
No, the last one's red-crested pochard.
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
The third one's a smew.
Smew, which is that one there,
Smew.
which is cropped massively.
Can't tell.
Amazing. And then Pookie went on a lovely walk in a new area. The day started cold, -1. He got a beautiful curlew in the field. Look at that.
The colour of like the grey, silvery, dewy grasses is so nice.
Meadow pipit. I still haven't seen a meadow pipit this year.
So many were near me. Cheep, 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 cheep. It's everywhere.
Reed bunting in the reeds.
Natural habitat.
Yeah, good place for it.
Another reed bunting. This one a male. I can't remember what this one is, and I can't quite tell from the picture.
Black-tailed godwit.
There we go.
And then greater white-fronted and barnacle geese. Such lovely ducks. Geese, sorry. Ooh, lifer. Nice.
Which one was the lifer, Pookie?
Barnacle invasions, Pook said.
Oh, a beautiful hair. The godwit. Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
That's amazing. I love this shot of it here. Is it the brown hair, which is the same as the one we get in the UK, or is it different?
Because it's like, is it European brown hair? So maybe
I
it's
think
the
so,
same.
yeah.
But I don't know if they have not extra, like different hairs. Eurasian. Oh, okay, so I think it's the same.
More meadow pipits. That's a lovely shot. Being very handsome. You're hoping to see golden hair on Rathlin, says Birdie. Ooh.
Good luck, birdie. I've seen them. Well, I saw them a few times there. Never when you expect to, kind of thing. But best luck because it's gorgeous ones.
Pookie, you were spotted by the roe deer. It's looking straight at you.
And we never saw Pookie again.
Great white egret. That's lovely. Look at the eye on that one as well. Looks like it's just eating something. Like the way its neck twists.
tough to swallow.
White stork.
It's a lovely photo.
Cartoon gulp.
Cartoon.
Is it a great spotted woodpecker? Yeah.
Mm.
Then a sparrowhawk. And you can see why when I saw this image I thought mine could be a sparrowhawk as well.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, it feels like almost exactly the same picture.
It
and
does,
pose.
doesn't it?
Mm.
It's the same bird. Yeah, same photo. There you go, look super similar.
I can't bring mine up. Where is it? So if I do that, there you go.
It's a puppet.
It's
Oh
similar.
my gosh. It's just rotated.
But you see what Bird of Chris was saying as well, though, because around
Actually,
here,
you can't... Yeah.
so it's a lot thinner at the waist.
It's like shorter, stubbier wings as well. This one's doing circles with two buzzers below it. Wow.
Hourglass figure.
Another curlew. Rip audio?
Hello. Were we just quiet for a second? Yep, I think we're just quiet.
we would just weren't saying anything, Pookie. You're okay. Then more from Pookie. Lovely sunny day in the park with a Siberian chipmunk. I think these are so cute, these
Aw.
animals.
They're great.
A
I'd
new
love to see
new
one.
tawny owl
Oh, I love this
Another
picture.
one.
squeezing in a hole.
Oh, wow. Sunbathing.
Wing doesn't
Wing
fit.
doesn't fit. It's true.
I'm just gonna sit here.
That's amazing.
And I think this is a wood mouse.
Oh,
I'd say so.
hiding there.
Can't remember my small mammal lady too much, but it looks good for wood mouse. Its partner is on the other side of the tree hogging the bark.
Lovely little red squiggle.
So cute.
You had a really good mammal day, didn't you, Pookie?
Yeah, really
Mhm.
good.
Red wing.
Must be very quiet.
And very patient, I
And a
imagine.
comma butterfly.
Ah, there we go.
Oh,
Oh,
I want
I
to see a
think
butterfly.
commas are great, aren't they?
The shape of them is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comet is so leafy, yeah.
You're like sitting on the leaf.
Trying to
And then
blend
we
in
got a
with the leaf.
bumblebee and a crocus.
I've never seen one
Aw.
birdie. Lovely
Purple
bee.
flower again. Purple flowers are popular.
Crocus. Oh, yes, it's crocus.
And then we've got
Lovely.
a suspended wee cowrie suspended in goo.
Aw. Ingu.
Love the goo.
Who's goo?
New for our species list. Goo.
Goo. Cowrie and goo.
And then an unusual find for me, which is a broken flat top shell still occupied by the snail. I often find broken shells sometimes home to hermit crabs, but this one was a nice surprise, says Barnacle.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Right, so this is today, and I haven't gone through any of these today.
Ooh.
So we have a long walk from Pookie. We got a beautiful tree creeper, short-toed. I'm assuming it's a short-toed tree creeper.
Can't see its toes, so I guess so.
Short, says Pookie. Excellent. You don't get the tree creeper, do you, Pookie? You just get the short-toed tree creeper.
Was it like rarely they sometimes get, if I remember?
We get both. Okay.
Woodpeckers and tree creepers.
Now this is some tiny moth, and there's lots of them on the heath. So you can just see it there.
Oh, it's so tiny and cute. It's like bent down little blade of
Ah.
grass. That's so cute. Like he's gonna fly and be like,
Mothling.
"Boing."
Yeah.
Mothling.
So you go twang.
Yeah.
Another lovely little song thrush. Singing away. Is that Jiff Jaff? It is
Yeah.
a Jiff Jaff.
Oh, I'm excited to get Chiff Chaps on.
Oh, I can't wait. I've heard a few around. I've seen my first one this year already, about a month or so ago. But
Just the song of like the willow wolves, like on the Chiff going Chiff Chiff Chaff. It's like pure summer to my head.
yeah, I can't wait for the warblers to get back in again. Lovely lapwing. Oyster catcher. I've just looked at the time. Wow.
Oh, speed run. Yeah, the colours on my lapwing.
That's a lesser.
Amazing.
I think that's a lesser. Is that right? Is that a lesser?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
You got it.
Oh, no, no. Oh, we've got the stone chat. We'll do the stone chat first.
Another useless week.
Ah.
Oh no.
Another lovely little male stone chat there. This was the video I watched over and over again. You can hear the reply.
Oh wow.
Okay, I'm going to play that again. And after the second drum, listen carefully. You'll hear the reply drum. No, there it is. There it is again. Did you hear it? I'll play it one more time.
I love Barnacles. Interpret.
That's just amazing.
So good.
That's the experience I wanted to have on Sunday. Here we go. Another Skylark from Pookie. This one's really good.
Like
Oh,
I think
wow.
the news can be his 35 photos from today. Breaking news. A lovely Skylark.
Sorry, I don't know what this one is. Meadow Pipit. Okay.
That's a lovely photo.
Oh, the shrike.
Great Grey Shrike. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh,
what a
wow.
lovely bird. I really want to see a shrike. That's on my bucket list for this year. Just any shrike. The never-ending singing just amazes
The
the
Skylarks,
infinite
yeah.
lung capacity.
Siskin. This is two Siskins. Brimstone Butterfly. That one looks beautifully green, actually. More green than yellow.
Mm.
That's lovely.
It's in the wrong type of leaf. It's not going to blend in there.
Buddy, you're not quite the right colour.
Yeah.
That's the
There's a
commas
honeybee.
pile.
Go up. Oh.
beautiful honeybees.
Look at that.
On the catkin.
Back to the skylark. Barnacle. Throwing these in last min. We'll get a proper ID for these soon. So I haven't think we're gonna go through them, but I'm not gonna
I can pronounce stuff.
go quickly.
Botuloides liachi tunicati / sea squirts.
Sea squirts.
He's got.
Sea squirts. Remind me of orange brains. Then a fanworm. Pretty sure Nathan has this
Ooh,
recorded already,
that's
but still a
cool.
lovely picture. And then I suspect nudibranches are Adelaria levini, unconfirmed at the Mo. They are. Nice one, Barnacle. All this. So I think these are all the same ones, I think.
Oh, the colours on that shell are amazing.
Oh wow.
That is a painted top shell. Already on the list, but she's a big one.
That's really cool.
Really
The
cool petals.
patterns.
Never seen sea slug bunch together. Oh, that's cool. One.
This looks like a hula hoop or a polo mint.
That is a
Yeah, it doesn't.
polo
It's
mint
a.
one.
It
Wait,
looks like
what?
a
No.
parliament.
Lacuna vincta sea snail, donut-shaped egg cluster.
Oh, egg cluster. Wow.
Oh yeah, is that like? Oh gosh, like if you look really carefully, you can see like each individual.
Yeah, you can. If I zoom in, you can see each individual
Wow.
egg.
The egg
Yeah, what is it?
donut.
Honey O's or whatever. Wow.
Oh, the only painted top shell I have seen was just white, says Nathan. Huh. Cereal says Pookie. Cheerios says Nathan. Sea Cheerios. And at the end, some randomer worm. That
I like
wouldn't
that one.
stay still.
Right, Nathan. First three are water pipits. Last two are meadow pipits.
What a long neck on that.
I've
first
never
one.
seen a water pipit.
It's near water,
Yep.
so that's a water pipit. My gosh, just looking at.
So looking. So you go between the two. Okay. Could you tell the difference?
Nathan, how? Is it from by like song or? It's also by the water. Oh no, Nathan! Are you sure they're not water pipit? Liquid pipit. The fluid pipits.
Yeah, there is slight coloration changes in them. Ever so slight. Just amazing. And then
Well done.
Avocet, which is a lifer for Nathan.
Oh,
Amazing.
Oh, wow.
many of
They're
them.
gorgeous birds.
Oh no, the rock pipits I see are always near water too. No, birdie. Tree pipit not here yet.
White flanks on tail, larger brown streaks on body go further down where the main ones. Where the main ones. Water pipits were a little yellower and had a broader brow. Yeah. You see, I've never seen water pipits. I've seen meadows, and I normally do it by song.
Well done.
Using Merlin.
Penny Avocet a few weeks back. Still an Avocet. My meadow pipits often by the sea. Sea pipit.
So I find it interesting because I see avocets all the time, and I think they're stunning birds, and I do watch them. But it's one of those birds that I see so regularly when I go to the right locations that I'm just like, okay, it's an avocet. Like, not that I
Yeah.
overlook them, but like I see them, and I'm like, right, okay, avocet, and I move on. Yeah, Andy, just an avocet.
Just an avocet.
And then you forget that other people, like Nathan's just
Yeah.
experienced seeing an avocet for the very first time.
Yeah. I really want to see it. I've never seen an Avocet. So cool.
That's a lovely photo.
Like, I've got to admit, I was on the Isle of Mull a few years ago, and we're driving to Iona, which is just off the southwest coast of Mull, and we stopped on the way there because I saw like some people out with a scope, looking out over the loch, and we get out, and my partner walks up and goes, "Can we ask what you've seen?" And the guy goes, "Just a whitey." Getting back in his car, and it was a white-tailed eagle sat in the middle of the loch on an island.
Yeah.
And
Just-
there's like the five of us getting out of this car going, "White-tailed eagle, oh my god!"
If you want an avocet, you know where to come.
Marsh
I
Harrier,
know
look at that shot of a Marsh Harrier. If you want avocets, you know where to come. Yep, Burger Chris. Yep,
We'll come to Frampton.
I see avocets at Frampton every time I go. And at Rutland, they're really good. They're really good at Rutland Waters, which isn't that far from us either. In fact, it's about 50% of the way between myself and Kat.
Oh.
Yeah. I haven't been to Rutland that much actually. I've been like twice.
That's once more than me. I've been once. Beautiful place though. I want to go again this year.
Yeah, it's good to bike around.
I had a really good walk around it,
Yeah.
and I heard a grasshopper warbler there as well.
Mm.
Didn't see it though.
I go to Grafton a lot because that's closer to me, and probably not as good.
Oh, another great shot. Look at that barn owl image.
My favorite one was the last one, with the light coming through the wings. Oh, flew directly over my head. Oh, amazing.
Wow, so gorgeous. It looks like it's looking at you as well.
It does. Amazing. And then skylarks. Oh, great image of a skylark. Beautiful male.
A little tuft.
Yeah. This is the image I have of a skylark from being a kid. just seeing these birds bouncing around me when I was on the golf course at Carnoustie. And then up in the air singing. Oh.
Punklark, barnacle bum says.
Yeah.
Like that. Nice hair.
It's great images of a hare. Oh, that's a Mediterranean gull. Is that a Med gull?
Yeah.
It is. Is that a lifer for you as well, Nathan? The Med gull.
Lovely picture.
No, but was a year lister. Cool. Some coots splashing away. This is my nest in sight. No, it's mine.
I was like, whoa.
Ooh.
I've only seen a Medgar once.
Ruddy shell duck. I heard a strange noise I hadn't heard all day and looked up and thought that's a strange sounding black-headed gull. Better grab a quick pick just in case.
These sound like posh black-headed gulls. That's my theory. Like, oh.
They're so much bigger than black-headed gulls, though.
Big and posh.
Big and posh. Ha ha.
Oh.
Like Brummy's seeing you. The only thing I can remember from Black Country accents is them saying "I am," and it's not "I am," it's "Yam."
Yeah.
Yam? Yam right? Yam
Yeah.
right. Amazing. And then thought I'd share my Skylark flight shot since you mentioned it earlier. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, wow.
What nice
Look at the
photos.
detail of the feathers.
Yeah, amazing. There we go. We got through
That's
them
the end of
all.
the news.
we got through them all.
There's some good wildlife encounters.
So many.
Very nice collection, yeah. Like Barnacle Bum said.
Mm.
Cool. Right. Quickly do the news.
Yeah, I think talk about the ones you're going to talk about. I was going to talk about what was it? I lost my link now. A photography competition.
Well, we just kind of had our
It was in
own
the Guardian.
photography competition, so
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
phenomenal pics from everybody.
Mine was the Underwater Photographer of the Year 2025. So I'll
Ooh.
post this link on the Discord.
Yeah.
Amazing photos. I
Yeah.
highly recommend it.
Go check them out. They are immense.
I'll put.
Some of
on
you
the
guys should
Discord.
enter it
Ta-da.
with some of
But
those
yes.
photos.
Amazing photos. I'll put on the Discord. But yeah, I wanted to hear about your news story because that was the exciting one.
Go on, Kat.
News. Probably the most talked about news, I think, that I've come across recently, which was wild beavers release approved for England. So beavers will be released into the wild in England after the government approved their reintroduction. Farmers are concerned that without proper management, the large rodents could have negative impacts on food production. It's thought that about 500 beavers already live in England, some in the wild and others in enclosures, many more in Scotland, where wild releases are already permitted. Beavers will be released under a licensing system overseen by Natural England. It says long-term plans will need to be in place to avoid impacts on farming, food production, and infrastructure. There's something the National Farmers Union say is vital. It wants culling beavers to be an option if they prove disruptive. Scotland is several years ahead of England and has already approved the release of beavers, and it's thought that there are now more than 1,500 living wild. In some areas, the beavers have been so successful at breeding that they have been relocated or, as a last resort, culled.
Wow.
I
think
mean, I
Nathan's
think it's
heading off
good
soon.
news.
I think it's phenomenal news. Absolutely phenomenal news.
Yeah, and we're going in the right way. I mean, for beavers to be allowed in the wild now, I mean, I hope it doesn't go tits up with farming and all of that. But hopefully everyone will see the positive impacts that beavers can have and actually putting them out in the wild and let them do their thing, you know?
It's really interesting. So I can't remember if it was the end of January or beginning of February. The Guardian had an article talking about, like, it was supposed to be like a leak from 10 Downing Street, that they were going to block any chance of this happening. And then the following week we talked about on the stream that Chris Packham had a direct conversation with somebody at DEFRA, and that was not the case. They were still in discussions over it and how to implement it properly. And now we get this news that they are going to sign off and say yes, beavers can be released into the wild and into England. Because only at the moment, the only way you can get a license is for the release of beaver in England is if they're going to be in an enclosure. This is a
Yeah.
big step forward.
Yeah, it's a lot of money for
Yeah.
people to do that as well. Like God knows how much to put all beaver fencing, to have the land for an enclosure, all the paperwork. It's so much to get beavers. So yeah,
Well, it's even in
obviously.
enclosures, the enclosure isn't completely sealed. So they've got to allow other wildlife to get in and out of the enclosure. And that includes large mammals like deer, badgers, foxes, all of which are bigger, if not the same size as a beaver, which then means that a beaver can also get out of the enclosure. So, like, having them in an enclosure doesn't mean they're going to stay in that enclosure, which is probably why
Yeah.
you've got some beavers out in the wild in England now, because some
Yeah.
of them have left
Yeah.
enclosures because either they are kits from the families that have that have been inside the enclosures, and then they've left to go find their own territories, which is the natural thing to happen. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Beavers make their own enclosures. They know where it's at. You're right, Barnacle. They do. But yeah, this is phenomenal news and gives us all even more chance to actually see a beaver in the wild, which I would love to see. Like, if I've got a bucket list mammal that I want to see in the wild that's currently in the UK, it's beaver.
They've
Followed,
just been released, I think, recently, like the last couple of weeks. Do you know Rushton in Northamptonshire?
I do.
They've been put in Rushton Lakes.
So I've got a friend who works at Idle
nice.
Valley Nature Reserve up in Nottinghamshire, which is not that far from where I work, and they've had two families of beavers there at least for 5 years now.
Oh wow.
And I've been in the enclosure. I've been looking for them. I haven't seen them. I've seen the signs that they leave behind, like the nod willow and all that kind of stuff. But I've never seen them, so I'm hoping to get back again sometime soon.
Yeah,
Have a
we can have
chance to see
beavers.
them, and then we can have beavers to our species count
Oh,
if I get to see them. But somebody might see them first.
Yeah.
maybe because Pookie says, beaver, you say, wink. So maybe that is the mammal which might be seen.
Oh.
So best of luck,
Oh,
Pookie, if that is what you mean.
That'd be
I think that
amazing.
might be. Yeah, I'd be
Yes, it'd
very,
be.
very jealous,
Yeah, I think
Pookie,
I think
if you
all of
see
us
a
would have
beaver.
be green eyed with envy.
Yeah.
Fab. No, I think, like I say, phenomenal news. Here's hoping that not too long in the future we start hearing about the first wild releases. Do I share the worries that the farmers have? No, I do not. Farmers need to start.
Yeah.
Somewhat do. I do somewhat.
Also, farmers need to understand that yes, they've got land, and yes, they're there for food production and whatnot else, but they just don't manage their land properly in the whole. Like, there's a reason farmland birds are struggling massively in the UK.
Along with many other like insects and
Yeah.
plenty of other taxa as well. Just
Yeah. Well, I guess when you think about it, like, if beavers flooding things would probably be in flood zones, so you're not going to have really productive crops in flood zones. You're unlikely to farm it too much because it'll be really wet. So there'll be flooding areas that aren't great anyway.
and they'll prevent lots of worse flooding further downstream.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like
Which
they're
isn't
gonna help so many more
which isn't
people.
necessarily in the farm that they're impacting's land.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's further
I think
downstream,
like
maybe
other people.
other farms further down. You know, it's all a selfish thing. That's what it is. It's like, I'm going to lose land to beavers. Well, you're not going to lose land to beavers because you're probably not farming that part of the land anyway. So
Yeah, it would be interesting to see what happens with it actually.
yeah.
Like what actually
Yeah, what
happens
their
once
opinions will be.
Yeah, I'm actually really intrigued. Well, we'll find out next couple of years.
We will. Maybe a lifer for next year,
So
says Barnacle.
Chris says, amusing if they're in Russian Lakes because there is a Russian Lake shopping centre, including a jeweller's called Beaverbrooks. Yeah, there is a Russian Lakes shopping centre.
Coincidence.
Imagine just loads of beavers in Beaverbrooks. That'd be like perfect advertisement.
Modeling jewelry. And... that would be amazing. Just like go and look for beavers and see beavers in the UK. That just feels so odd to say. Like, no, you don't get beavers in the UK, but it'd be amazing to have that as like a somewhat common thing that there are beavers in the UK.
That'd be so cool. So cool.
Awesome. Right. That's all we've got time for. We've been on for
Yeah.
2 hours and 22 minutes, just about. Another nicely long stream.
Getting longer each week. Yeah.
We are getting longer each week. Cool. So we're gonna have. We're gonna be back on Friday. You on Friday, Nick? We're playing more Planet Crafter. We're playing more Planet Crafter on Friday, folks. We've got breathable atmosphere.
Getting near the end.
So it's water life next, isn't it? Is it fish?
Fish, I think, is next.
Fish next. Maybe we'll get beavers.
Maybe beavers. Yeah.
Fishy time, says Barnacle. Yeah, it's fishy time. So that's that. And then next Wednesday will be myself and Nick. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So next Wednesday will be myself and Nick. I wonder what we'll have next Wednesday for you. I'm interested. I'm going to have to go looking for woodpeckers again, probably.
You don't want a double disappointment,
though.
Every week. I'll do it every week and it'll happen every week.
You need to go looking not for woodpeckers. And oh my gosh, a woodpecker. How are the chances of that?
No double dipping, says Bertrand Chris. So yeah. So that might be Sunday again, which looks like the better day for me, weather-wise. So we'll see. We'll see. You got any plans, Nick?
A few walks and things. It's been nice weather, it's just out and about. Yeah.
What about you, Kat?
See what I see.
Think I'm gonna follow Nick's suit. Few walks, weather's nice, see what I can find.
Cool. See, don't go out looking for things and just find stuff. Whereas I go out looking for specific things and then not finding them.
I tried that with my adder hunt. Did not go well.
Whole
Not
year.
looking for any adders this year.
A whole year looking for adders and not finding them. 18C for the next 4 days, says Pookie. Yeah, I've got to say I've been outside working in t-shirt, just like a t-shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just crazy warm outside at the moment. It's great. Awesome. Right.
Oh, Barnacle, nice weather. What's that like?
Oh no, that's the wrong thing.
Are we gonna raid?
We're gonna raid. We're going for California burbs again. Backyard burbs and good friends.
See you there, Birdie Chris.
Yeah, we will. Amazing. So thank you so much for joining us. We will be back on Wednesday, same time, for some more Planet Crafter. We're getting close to the end.
Yeah, we are.
And then we'll be back the following Wednesday if you want more nature chat as well. Well, hopefully we'll have an announcement for you. So make sure you're here for that, folks. Make sure you're here for that. Amazing. Also, please don't forget, Oluka Birdie is doing a charity stream soon. He's generating money for a well-known bird charity. So please head over there. The link is in our Discord channel. So please go and help support that. It'd be amazing to see for him to hit his target. So yeah, awesome. Right, let's get ourselves off. We'll see you on Friday, folks. Here's California Burbs. Enjoy. Remember to say hi to
everybody.
Thank
everyone
you,
over there.
everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.